Hola, ¿qué tal? Gente chévere con internet. Me llamo Laura and today we are going to talk about ser y estar. In Spanish, we have two verbs for to be, ser y estar. Ser is, yo soy, tú eres, él, ella, usted es, nosotros, nosotras, somos, ellos, ellas, ustedes, son. And estar is yo estoy, tú estás, él, ella, usted está, nosotros, nosotras estamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes están. You can stop the video in order to see the conjugations. Anyway, we will talk in more details about the conjugations and practice it later on. For now, let's start with the use. It usually explains that the verb ser is used for permanent things and the verb estar for non-permanent things. Based on that, how would you say he is dead? Considering that dead is muerto. Would you say él está muerto or él es muerto? Probably you are thinking, él es muerto, because being dead is a pretty permanent thing, right? And you are wrong. That's my problem with the definition of the difference between ser y estar like that. Although it is sort of true that ser is for permanent things. It's referred to things that makes you you. This that you can change or that are difficult to change. Your identity, like your name, your nationality, your personality, your profession, your physical aspect.
Oh, I understand, like my age, the color of my eyes, or the color of my hair. Right? Like that?
Yeah, no. We say these things with the verb tener. And we will talk about them later. For now, let's stay with these 5 things that I just said. And keep in mind that they also apply to objects. I can say about myself, soy Laura, soy venezolana, that I could change, but I will take time and effort and a lot of paperwork and money. And I can wake up and be a new name and a new nationality. My personality, soy divertida, soy extrovertida, inteligente, sincera, valiente, amigable, floja, confiable, ambiciosa, conversadora, entusiasta, eficiente, trabajadora, pesimista, responsable, infantil, honesta, razonable, y muy modesta. My personality could also change, but it's the same. It doesn't happen from one moment to the next. I could try if there are something I don't like about myself or things could happen to me that will make me change, but it wouldn't be fast. My profession, soy tutora de español. And although our profession doesn't define us, but it changes the way we see the world. When I listen to a song, I think, oh, this verb is useful to explain a subject. It's perfect to the past or the subjunctive. Thinking this is not the same as how an architect, a librarian, a firefighter, or a businessman see a library. And even when we change careers, we still have knowledges and thought based on that. And finally, physical aspect. I am short, I am black, I am not going to wake up tomorrow taller, and except for Michael Jackson, black people still black. Now you may be wondering, what are the non-permanent things then, and what does this refer to? Because we have already made it clear that being dead is permanent. And it is, it's true, but it's not part of you. To be dead is not a particular characteristic of someone, as it's not to be alive. It's a state. The verb estar is used for states, things that change easily, such as mood. I can say, estoy triste, I am sad. But that's not who I am. It's a state. I am like that, I feel like that. I also can say later, I am happy. The hell, I can say estoy enferma, estoy cansada. Again, that's not who I am. It's something that is happening to me. And finally, position. It is necessary to take this last one with a grain of salt because although position is something that humans and living beings in general can change, it is also applies to inanimate objects that never change their place.
That is confusing. It should be said because it's permanent.
It is. And it's interesting that you said because it can also be confusing for native speakers. Some people may say things like la iglesia es en el centro or eso es aquí cerca, when it should be la iglesia está en el centro o eso está aquí cerca. I explain this so you know you may hear it, and if you hear it, you understand it, but you learn it correctly. Position is always with the verb estar. The verb estar is also used always for the present continuous, like estoy hablando o tú estás viendo este video. But this is just a small introduction to these two verbs. We have more rules, more uses, and more exceptions. But these uses we learned today are very good to start to understand why we have two verbs for to be. With this information, you can already tell some things about yourself, such as your name, your nationality, your personality, your profession, your physical aspect. You can also answer, how are you? What are you doing? I invite you to write a comment copying this model, saying, for me it will be like, soy Laura, soy venezolana, soy divertida, soy tutora de español, soy baja, estoy cansada, estoy contenta, estoy en mi casa y estoy grabando un video. I hope you like this video and you find it useful. So, see you soon. Hasta luego.